Hello everybody, and welcome back to another debugger review. Today we're going to be taking a look at two figures this time around. I know, crazy, right? We're going to be taking a look at the Target exclusive 2-pack Villains of Cybertron, Pounce and Wingspan. I found these guys along with my last review, the NECA Bio Goji, and yeah, they're good. They're just re-releases of the Titans Return lads. So, yeah, I think they're the re-releases of the Takara Legends versions. I'm not too sure about that, but they look more like the Takara Legends than they do the regular release. So, anyway, we don't have any accessories to look at. I just kit bashed some guns from extra figures I had, and yeah, that's pretty much how these guys got their guns. But, without further ado, let's just get into their details. So, right off the bat, I'm going to mention something. They have the same shoulders, they have the same head sculpts, they have almost the same forearms, they have the same hands, they have the same basic waist, they have the same little fake-out butterfly joint, they have the same hips, they have basically the same legs, and they have the same thighs. So, I'm just going to go over my personal favorite of the two, which would be Pounce. And they both have this Power Rangers-esque, at least that's what my mind first goes to. This symbol of a puma, I'm assuming, because it's not a lion, definitely not a lion, and it's not a wolf. I'm just going to say it's a puma because we barely ever get transforming pumas, so this is a puma. I'm not even sure in continuity what he's supposed to be, but he's a puma in my eyes. Anyway, nice head sculpt right here. It's kind of in a foamy white type thing. It's not pure white. It's kind of like Ape Face, I'm guessing. I don't have that figure, but I'm guessing. Kind of discolored. He has kind of an Optimus Prime forehead, a little spoke up here. I don't know what to call it. He has some nice detail on his transforming, or his meant for transformation butterfly joints. Nice shoulder detail right here, lines, all the techno detail. Some holes right here, some sculpt right there, some nice color variation under his titties. Some circular discs, more for transformation. His Deceptidick, odd. They could have just, like, put that here and have that maybe on his shoulder. I don't know why they didn't do that. Don't ask me. Nice turquoise or cyan hips, along with his body. Just very chunky hips. He is basic robot, basically. Nice legs, knee pad, toes, and that's basically it, except for his kibble. He has the puma's tail right there. He is a furry, confirmed, and he does have a hollow head. It's weird. It's really weird. But, basically the only differences between Pounce and Wingspan is that Wingspan's forearm has the, bird mode talons and wings on his leg. But in terms of mold differences in robot mode, that's pretty much it, except for the back. But that's a given. But, yeah. They're basically the same dude, except for forearms and legs and back and, of course, alt modes. But I think they're pretty good. I think that they are both combined worth the money that I paid for them, which is $24. Of course, hunting these two down. One was a Walgreens exclusive and came with the Autobot twin. I can't even remember his name, but the other was a box set exclusive that was super hard to get a hold of, and the Takara Legend one have spiked up in price because, well, it's the Takara versions. Of course they would. So I'm glad that they gave them a mass retail release. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with these two in terms of detail. Now, let's get into size comparisons, then articulation. For comparison, you can see that Pounce and Wingspan are about the size of Earthrise Cliffjumper, which I think it's kind of stupid that these two combined were $4 plus tax more than this guy was, and he was 20. I think that's kind of stupid, but I think these guys could be little mini battlers and have their battles. If you do stop motions, I know that's spoilers, but that's going to be coming up in the next episode of Transformers Turning Point. And here he is next to Earthrise Optimus Prime, of course. He is just the basic one that I use for almost every comparison, so there's your comparison with them. Here they are next to the Black Series Baby Yoda, Mandalorian, and a just regular deluxe class figure, Hound. So here he is next to my previous review and my next review, G.I. Joe Classified Destro, and the NECA Godzilla Biogoji, aka Godzilla 1989. So there they are with these two. Now, for articulation, these are basically the same. Even the ass flap behind them, they both have that, so for articulation, I'm just going to look at Pounce again. His head is on a swivel. Of course, there's no ball joint. You can see that in the empty void of the back of his head. They go full 360. Ball joints at the shoulders go out about that much, down about that much. You also saw me do 360. They kind of do go this way, but for transformation, nice sling is a butterfly joint. So he can hold his weapon using his butterfly joints, and that doesn't look too bad. So if you want to do that, there is an option for you. He has an elbow swivel, which is weird because right below it there is the ball joint, and this is where one of my complaints comes up. This bicep swivel joint right here and the ball joint don't line up. When I bend the elbow joint, look at it. It just kind of curves with the thing, or with the little cube for his bicep swivel. If it were up to me, I would have just had this be a solid piece connected to his shoulder down to the ball joint be a solid piece, and then the ball joint just be the swivel and the bend. But yeah, whatever. It's a small complaint. I don't really care. So, yeah. His elbow can move surprisingly a little bit over 90. No wrist articulation, but he does have the ball joint swivel too. He has these weird holes that are obviously meant for Wingspan, because he has the metal pin for the hawk feet. So, yeah. That's just kind of weird on Pounce, but I don't really mind. He has no waist articulation, but he can kick up about that far, back about that far, and then you can move the ass skirt so he can kick... Oh, fuck. He can kick a little bit, just a little bit more back. He has a spread, thigh swivel, single jointed knee that goes up about 90. And that's pretty much it for articulation. If you want to count his Puma feet coming out from his ankle, then I guess you can. I don't know why, but they do act as a heel spur, so that does help with when standing this guy up in any sort of pose. And you may be wondering, does his ass flap work on this. Yes, it does still hinge, and you can still kick back about the same amount, so that's pretty much the only articulation difference is he has some chunky bits right here, and on mine, at least, the bicep swivel cubes stay in place more on Wingspan than they do on my Pounce, but that's just me. I don't know. I cannot speak on everybody's behalf. But, yeah, let's get these two transformed. Now, just because I favored Pounce throughout this review, I'm going to transform Wingspan first. So, first, what you want to do, at least what I do, first on Wingspan, is I turn his head facing forward, flip his little hawk face over his real head, and then fold in these, swivel around, fold in his arms, swivel the forearm, and then they just sit flush like so. Now, what you want to do is just keep his fin, or keep it there, or you can lift it up. That just makes it easier to transform. Now, this one has these hinges right here, and I don't think, nope, they're on Pounce too. I don't know. I thought they were only on Wingspan, but that can help move his hip out. And then what you want to do is rotate the thigh this way. Then this little piece, hold up, this little tab right here will plug in right here. So you just want to force it like that. And second verse, same as the first. Swivel that around, swivel his thigh around, and sorry, it's kind of difficult doing this on camera. Boom. So there you have his admittedly very, very janky hawk mode. It's kind of dorky, to be honest. Look at it. It just kind of slumps off to no end right here, besides the little tail thing, I guess. It looks derpy, but I love it. I really love it. I have some purple that wasn't in the robot mode right there for the wings, and that's pretty much all new colors. I do like the head sculpt on the hawk, though. The head sculpt is very, very nice, but you can just see his face. If you want to, I bet you could just turn his face around, and actually that looks a lot better, but yeah, I'm not the huge fan of these alt modes. Now let's do Pounce. So what you want to do is just flip out his little puma feet. You want to, of course, fold in his arms just as you did last time with Wingspan. Now what you want to do is fold out his puma legs like so. Then fold out his puma head like so. And then fold out his tail. So now what you want to do is just turn his legs around at the thigh swivel, and boom, there you have the puma mode. You can see his arms clearly as day, you know? You can also see his face, but that is also easily fixable. And yeah, it's basically a little robot man trying to be a puma. Yay. I don't really like these just because, of course I don't. I'm not a big fan of animal modes, especially on smaller figures. I think they do this not good. Of course, these are the Titan Returns figures. If they redid them, I bet they would be slightly better, just a little bit better, just that much better. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of these in general. It's basically just the robot folded up and his legs doing some weird, impressive yoga. So, yeah, that's basically it for the animal modes. I'll get him back into robot mode and give my final thoughts. Now that they're all back in robot mode, I'd like to say that with the upcoming reveal, or with the reveal of the, Bug Bite. Generation Selects Bug Bite. I would like to see, in my continuity at least, them all being kind of Marauder friends, and hell, I'd probably even give Bug Bite's weapons to these guys just because the purple blasters work much better with these, in my opinion. Anyway, what are my final thoughts on these guys? For 24 bucks? Hell yeah. Pick them up if you can find them. I found 3, and I picked one of them up, so at my Target, there are 2 left, if they're even left at this point. But these are definitely worth 24 bucks. Not only by themselves, which I wouldn't buy them for 20 bucks by themselves, but if you have the chance to pick them up, please. Please, don't go for scalper prices, because that just pisses me off when people do that, because they encourage the scalpers. I don't care if it is a Target exclusive, pick these up if you find them, because they are good. They are good enemies or rivals to Cliffjumper because they're small and, they're basically his size. And I don't really mind that they're Titan's Return re-releases, because I never got these guys when they were initially released, so, yeah. But, my final rating would be A for Wingspan. I don't know why, I just like Pounce more, but, for Wingspan, I'd say he's a solid 6 out of 10, considering the size, and Pounce is a solid 7 out of 10, considering his size. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, like it, subscribe if you want more, and make sure to click that bell notification to tell you every time I upload a new video. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and, yeah, I have an Instagram, at Skywarp_rules_1986. I have a Twitter, SkywarpRules1986, and I have a Reddit now, u/Skywarp_rules_1986. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and, yeah, pick these guys up if you ever have the chance. Yeah. See you on the flip side. See you on the flip side, guys. Peace.